Welcome to Garage Detective. There are 3 SUVs sitting on used car lots right now that salespeople are practically begging you to notice, and every mechanic I know is quietly buying them for their own driveways. These are not project vehicles or good for the price compromises. I'm talking about SUVs that will hit 250,000 miles with nothing but basic maintenance, selling for thousands less than they should for one frustrating reason: the average buyer has no idea they exist. After 22 years of turning wrenches, I have watched people overpay for RAV4 and CR-V models while these 3 just sit there collecting dust and dealer lot bird droppings. SUV number 1 has been my personal recommendation for the past 4 years. I have put dozens of customers into them, and the feedback is always the same: why doesn't anyone talk about this thing? Today, I am counting down my 3 most underrated SUVs currently rotting on dealer lots. These offer near Lexus quality at Kia level prices. I am going deepest on number 1 because that is the one that could genuinely change how you shop for a 3-row family hauler. Before we dive into the grease and the glory, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and drop a comment below telling me which car you think is the biggest sleeper on the market. Let us get into it. Buick Envision, 2019 to 2022. Number 3 is the Buick Envision from 2019 to 2022. This SUV makes almost no sense on paper. It is a luxury compact crossover with near-premium interior quality, a whisper-quiet cabin, excellent safety ratings, and it is depreciating like it is made of wet cardboard. You can pick one up right now for under $18,000. Let me explain why that is insane. I had a customer come in about 8 months ago. She was looking for something comfortable for her commute that felt premium without the "I just sold a kidney" price tag. She was looking at a 2020 Lexus NX with 62,000 miles. The dealer wanted $31,000. I asked if she had considered the Envision. She laughed and said the Envision was for people who still use checkbooks at the grocery store. I pulled up a 2020 Buick Envision Premium 2 with a turbocharged engine, same mileage, listed for $17,500. That was $13,500 less for a vehicle that is mechanically just as sound and, in some ways, better equipped. She bought it 2 weeks later. 6 months in, 0 issues. Her text last month said she felt like she had committed a legal bank robbery. Here is what nobody tells you about the second-generation Envision from 2019 to 2020, and the redesigned model from 2021 onward. Buick finally stopped making excuses. The first generation from 2016 to 2018 had real problems: electrical gremlins and head restraint issues. Stay away from those years unless you like visiting your mechanic more than your mother. Starting in 2019, Buick cleaned house. The 2019 and 2020 models use a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder or the optional 2-liter turbocharged engine, both paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission that is smoother than a pickup line at a country bar. The 2021 redesign went even further. It is lower, wider, and uses active noise cancellation. This thing is quieter than a library during a power outage. Now, let us talk numbers. According to Kelley Blue Book, a 2020 Buick Envision has depreciated roughly 45% over the past 3 years. A 2021 model has dropped about 34 to 36%. For comparison, a Lexus NX loses around 35% over 5 years. The Buick hits that depreciation cliff much faster, which is bad for the guy who bought it new but fantastic for you. Current market prices for a 2020 Envision Premium with 60,000 miles run $16,000 to $19,000. A comparable Lexus is $28,000 to $32,000. That is a $12,000 difference for a car that costs about $612 a year to maintain. When you are shopping, follow this checklist. First, verify the year. Do not let a low price on a 2017 tempt you. That is a trap. Second, check the infotainment screen for lag. If it moves slower than a turtle on vacation, negotiate $300 off. Third, test the noise cancellation at 70 miles per hour. If you hear wind, something is wrong. Who should buy this? Anyone who wants luxury comfort without the luxury badge tax. Who should skip it? If you need 3 rows or if you are worried your neighbors will think you have joined a bridge club, look elsewhere. Bottom line, you are getting 85% of the Lexus experience at 55% of the cost. Acura RDX, 2019 to 2022. Number 2 is a luxury compact SUV with Honda reliability, a turbocharged engine that actually delivers, and it is depreciating like Acura owes you money. Personally, I have been tracking this for 3 years now. Every time a 3rd-generation RDX rolls into my shop, I brace myself for nothing because there is usually nothing wrong with them. Let me tell you about a customer who almost made a very expensive mistake. He came in last spring, an engineer in his early 30s, and he wanted something sporty but practical. He was dead set on a 2020 BMW X3 with the M Sport package. Beautiful vehicle, no question. The dealer wanted $38,000 with 55,000 miles on it. I asked him one question: have you driven the Acura RDX? He looked at me like I had suggested he wear socks with sandals. I pulled up listings on my phone. A 2020 Acura RDX Aspect with super handling all-wheel drive. 48,000 miles. $24,500. That is $13,500 less than the BMW. Same horsepower and a better reliability track record. Honda build quality. He test drove both back-to-back and bought the Acura. That was 14 months ago. You know what he has spent on repairs? $187, an oil change and a cabin filter. Meanwhile, his buddy with the X3 just dropped $2,400 on a water pump and thermostat. Here is what the market does not understand about the third-generation RDX that started in 2019. Acura did not just update this SUV, they rebuilt it from the ground up and they got it right. The 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder produces 272 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That is nearly identical to the old naturally aspirated V6, but with significantly better low-end torque. The 10-speed automatic transmission is smooth and responsive. Some early owners complained about the transmission calibration being hesitant, but Acura addressed this with software updates. If you are buying used, make sure the latest updates have been applied. The super handling all-wheel drive system is genuine engineering, not marketing. It can send up to 70% of torque to the rear wheels and actively distribute power side to side. This thing handles like a sports sedan, not a grocery getter. IC Cars gives the RDX an overall quality rating of 8.4 out of 10 and ranks it second out of 29 luxury compact SUVs. The reliability rating is 8.5 out of 10. These are not subjective opinions. This is data from millions of vehicles. Now, here is the depreciation story that should make you very interested. The 2019 and 2020 RDX both lose approximately 46% of their value after 5 years. That sounds bad until you realize you are buying a vehicle that started around $40,000 to $48,000 depending on trim. A 2019 RDX that stickered for $45,000 is now selling for $22,000 to $28,000 with reasonable mileage. Compare that to a 2019 Lexus NX, which loses about 35% in the same period but started at a similar price point. The Lexus holds value better, but you are paying a premium up front for that privilege. If you are keeping the vehicle long-term and do not care about resale, the Acura makes more financial sense. Current market prices look like this. A 2019 Acura RDX technology with 60,000 miles runs $22,000 to $26,000. The comparable 2019 Lexus NX 300F Sport with similar mileage is $28,000 to $33,000. That is a $6,000 to $7,000 difference for comparable vehicles. Maintenance costs on the RDX are low. You are looking at Honda and Acura parts pricing, which is significantly cheaper than German luxury brands. An oil change at the dealer runs about $80. Brake pads, maybe $280 for the front. This is not a vehicle that will bankrupt you at the service counter. When you are test driving a used RDX, pay attention to a few things. First, the infotainment touchpad. This is Acura's controversial true touchpad interface. Some people love it. Some people hate it more than a Monday morning meeting. Make sure you can actually use it before committing. It takes about a week to get comfortable with it. Second, check for any hesitation during acceleration from a stop. The early transmission calibration on some 2019 models was hesitant. If you feel a delay when you press the gas, ask the dealer to confirm the software has been updated. Third, listen for any unusual sounds from the turbocharger during hard acceleration. A whistling or grinding sound is a red flag. Fourth, verify all the recalls have been completed. There was a fuel pump recall and a seatbelt recall that affected models from 2019 to 2020. It is easy to check with the vehicle identification number, and dealers will do the work for free if it has not been done. Who should buy the RDX? Anyone who wants a sporty, reliable, well-equipped luxury SUV without the German repair bills. Enthusiast drivers who need practicality. Anyone upgrading from a Honda CR-V who wants more power and refinement. Who should skip it? If you need 3 rows, the RDX is a 5-seater only. If you want maximum cargo space, the RDX is tighter than a pair of skinny jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. And if you absolutely must have a traditional gear lever, the RDX push-button shifter might annoy you. Here is the mechanic math on the RDX. Buy it for $24,000, drive it for 100,000 miles, and spend maybe $3,500 on maintenance total. Your cost per mile is going to be among the lowest in the luxury compact SUV segment. This is a vehicle that makes financial sense. Mazda CX-9, 2017 to 2022. Number 1 is a 3-row SUV with an interior that rivals vehicles costing $20,000 more, handling that embarrasses the competition, and reliability comparable to Toyota. It is selling for $8,000 to $12,000 less than a comparable Highlander because the average buyer thinks Mazda only makes cars for people who enjoy Zoom Zoom commercials from 20 years ago. They are wrong, and that ignorance is your opportunity. Let me tell you about a conversation that changed how I recommend 3-row SUVs. About 3 years ago, a family came in needing a vehicle for weekend activities and summer road trips. They had test-driven the Toyota Highlander, the Honda Pilot, and the Ford Explorer. They were ready to sign for a 2019 Highlander Limited with 58,000 miles for $32,000. I asked if anyone had shown them the Mazda CX-9. Dead silence. They had never even considered it. I walked them to a 2019 CX-9 Grand Touring I had in for service. Same mileage, same features, but the market price was $24,000. The dad sat inside and said, "This feels like a Lexus." He was not wrong. Mazda uses real stitched leather and authentic metal trim. It is not that fake plastic luxury that feels like it was made by a toy company. They bought one 2 weeks later, and in 3 years of service, their total repair cost has been $0. Here is what nobody understands. Mazda did not build a 3-row SUV, they built a driver's car that happens to have 3 rows. The 2.5-liter turbocharged engine produces 320 pound-feet of torque. That is diesel-like grunt that makes this thing feel faster than a teenager trying to hide a bad report card. The engine uses a timing chain, not a belt, so you save $1,200 on maintenance at 100,000 miles. The 6-speed automatic is a proven unit, unlike some competitors using CVTs that have the life expectancy of a housefly. Now, let us address the elephant in the room. A 2019 Highlander runs $28,000 to $33,000. A comparable CX-9 is $20,000 to $25,000. Yes, the Toyota holds its value better, but if you are buying used, you want the car that already took the depreciation hit. You are buying after the cliff. The Highlander is bland but stable, while the CX-9 actually corners flat and has steering that feels connected to the road. When you are shopping, check for the cylinder head issue on 2016 to 2020 models. Some had a coolant leak that could turn your engine into a very expensive paperweight. Aim for a 2021 or later to be safe, or make sure the repair was done under Mazda's extended warranty. Also, check the 3rd row. It is a bit tighter than the Highlander, so if your kids are already 6 feet tall, they might complain. But for most families, it is the best-kept secret on the used market. So, there it is. 3 SUVs that the market forgot, but mechanics did not. The Buick Envision is your silent luxury cruiser, the Acura RDX is your reliable sport crossover, and the Mazda CX-9 is the premium family hauler that actually likes to drive. You now know 3 vehicles you can buy for under $25,000 that will outlast cars twice their price. Next time a salesman tries to push you toward an overpriced RAV4 or a 3-year-old German lease return with questionable maintenance history, you will know better. If you want to know which SUVs have actually earned legendary status in the shop, the ones that refuse to die no matter how their owners treat them, I did a whole video on that. 4 SUVs that mechanics genuinely respect with the numbers to prove it. That is 22 years of watching what breaks and what does not. Please make sure to subscribe to the Garage Detective channel, leave a like on this video, and drop a comment below letting me know which of these 3 you would put in your driveway. I will keep giving you the truth that dealerships will not. Drive safe, take care of your car, and it will take care of you. Take it or leave it. I will see you in the next one.